Karaniyametta Kusalena Yantang Padang Abhisamicca Sakko Ujuca Sujuca Suvajoca Samudu Mani Santusa Goca Subaroca Appakicoca Sallauca Sandindriyoca Nipagoca Appagambo Kulesu Ananukindo Undang Samacare Kinchina Vinyo Pare Upalati Sukino Vakemino Hontu Sambe Santa Bhavantu Sukhitat Eke Jivana Bhutatti Dasavata Varava Sesadhigavaye Mahantava Majjimarasakan Tuladittavaye Vaddittaye Ca Vasanti Avidure Bhutava Sambhave Sambe Santa Bhavantu Sukhitantana Paro Parang Nikumbe Nati Manyeta Gatta Jinang Kanchi Vyarosana Nanya Manyasa Dukkha Micceya Mata Yataniyam Ayusayeka Buddha Manurake Vambi Sabba Bhutesu Sambhavaye Aparimanang Mettanca Sabba Lokasmin Sambhavaye Aparimanang Uddang Adoca Diriyanca Padang Avirang Asapatang Gittang Jarang Nisinnu Sayano Vayavatassa Vigatamindo Etang Sating Adik Brahmametang Viharang Idamahu Dikting Janupagamma Silava Nena Sampanno Kame Suvineya Gedang Naijatu Seyang Punareti Tena Satcha Vajje Sotti Te Hotu Sambhadaye Tena Satcha Vajjena Togo Vinasatu Etena Satcha Vajjena Te Jaya Mangalang.
The background story for the Karaniyametta Sutta, the Discourse on Loving Kindness, is one of the most famous and inspiring stories in the Theravada tradition. The incident that promoted the Buddha to deliver this discourse took place while he was residing at the Jetavana monastery in Savatthi. A group of 500 monks approached the Buddha and requested a topic for meditation. After receiving instructions, they decided to retreat to a solitary forest in the foothills of the Himalayas to spend the upcoming 3-month rainy season, Vassana season, practicing intensely. The monks settled down beneath magnificent ancient trees in the quiet forest. Unfortunately, these trees were the dwelling places of tree spirits, devas, yakkhas, who were the local guardians of the area. The spirits were initially pleased to have holy practitioners nearby. However, They soon realized the monks intended to stay for the full 3 months, making it impossible for the spirits to move freely or live normally with their families. Hoping to scare the monks away, the spirits began to create various disturbances. They manifested frightening visions and terrifying sounds. They caused foul odors. They even appeared as terrifying figures, trying to break the monks' concentration. The monks became terrified, sick, and deeply distressed by the constant harassment. Unable to continue their meditation, they abandoned their forest refuge and traveled all the way back to Jetavana monastery to seek the Buddha's guidance. They recounted the entire incident to the Buddha, who understood that their external problem, the spirits, was simply a reflection of their inner problem, fear. The Buddha did not suggest battling the spirits or using an aggressive form of protection. Instead, he taught them the Karaniyametta Sutta. He explained that the only effective way to calm the spirits, and in fact the entire world, was by generating unconditional loving kindness, mettā. The Mettā Sutta was given as a paritta, a protective chant, and a guide for their daily meditation practice. The Buddha instructed them, go back to the same place, let the boundaries of your meditation be protected by the power of mettā. There is no better protection than loving kindness. The monks returned to the forest and, as instructed, began to recite the Karaniyametta Sutta, sending forth boundless, radiant mettā to all beings, including the very spirits who had disturbed them. The moment the monks' hearts were filled with pure loving kindness, the hostile spirits felt the power of mettā. Their anger dissolved and they became completely pacified. Instead of frightening the monks, the spirits began to serve and protect them, ensuring their safety and comfort for the entire rainy season. With all disturbances gone, the monks were able to concentrate fully, and by the end of the retreat, they all attained the state of arhanship, nibbāna. The Karaniyametta Sutta, the Buddha's discourse on loving kindness, is one of the most important and frequently recited discourses in the Buddhist tradition. It is a powerful teaching on the practice of mettā, or boundless, unconditional loving kindness. The name translates literally to the hymns of loving kindness that should be done. It outlines the moral conduct and meditation practice required to cultivate genuine, expansive, loving kindness towards all beings. The sutta begins by describing the qualities of the person who is fit to practice mettā. They must be sakkho, able, capable and skilled, uju, upright, honest and ethically sound, suju, gentle, mild and not boastful, santussako, content, easily satisfied and not burdensome to others, appakiccho, of light duties, not overly busy or distracted. Santindriyo, calm in senses, restrained in their senses. The practitioner then begins to cultivate the following wish, extending it to every category of being without exception. May all beings be happy and safe. May their hearts be at ease. The sutta specifically mentions extending this wish to those who are weak or strong, tall or short, those who are seen or unseen, dwelling near or far, those who are already born or those yet to be born. The core teaching emphasizes that mettā must be boundless and unconditional. None deception, do not deceive another, nor despise any being anywhere. None harm, do not wish harm upon another, out of anger or ill will. Boundlessness, just as a mother would protect her only child at the risk of her own life, so should one cultivate an illimitable heart towards all beings. The sutta describes the practice of suffusing the entire world with this feeling of loving kindness. Let one cultivate a boundless heart towards the whole world, upwards, downwards, and across, without hindrance, without hatred, without hostility. This practice leads to a profound state of spiritual well-being, often called the divine abode, Brahma Vihara. The sutta concludes by stating that if one practices mettā continuously, while standing, walking, sitting, or lying down, it is considered the highest dwelling. Brahmam etang viharang idamahu. By holding firmly to the view of no attachment to sensual pleasures, the practitioner will never return to this world. For example, will attain the goal of liberation. The Karaniyametta Sutta serves as a powerful guide for transforming one's mind from a place of fear, selfishness, or hostility into a refuge of peace, safety, and universal love.